Uh, I had got word, or I don't know if I got it from you or anybody else, or from somebody else, that you were directly responsible for the Black Studies program being developed at Long Beach State. Can you tell us about that, please?
Well, that's not actually correct.
Okay.
The Black Studies Department would not be in existence if it wasn't for the Black Student Union that was started in 1967 at Cal State Long Beach. They didn't, the Black Studies program started in 1969, and I was a member of the BSU. I came to Long Beach State in 1968, a year after they started the BSU, but I had helped start the first BSU at Compton College in 1967. I was a junior college transfer. So that summer before we enrolled in September of '68, I knew almost all the people up at Long Beach, and I had went up there with Tarkanian for a campus visit, and he always told the story how I asked, where is the BSU? Almost all the other athletes wanted to know where financial aid was, where the gym was that. I said, well, where's the Black Student Union? Because I was deep into that. So I saw the brothers and sisters. They invited me to a meeting in that summer. They were meeting off campus. I went and met with them off campus, and they elected officers. They elected me as Sergeant of Arms, and that's when we became active in September. I was the first Division I athlete to be a member of the BSU, because Long Beach State had just turned Division I. And I was the first scholarship athlete to be a member of the Black Student Union. So, I was with them. And then we demanded Black studies. We demanded a lot of Black things then, because we had the guy on the run, because there were demonstrations everywhere on all the campuses. And so anyway, they pushed to start a Black Studies program. We pushed it. I was on one of the curriculum committees. And so we, a brother named Taylor, Dr. Taylor, he was the faculty sponsor. And when I came, Joe White, who helped start EOP at Long Beach State, he was Dr. Joe White. He left. And then Clyde Taylor was a sponsor, was the faculty sponsor of the Black Student Union at Compton, at Long Beach State, and he's the one that got the students together to start the BSU, according to some of the members. So anyway, we was active. I mean, we was very active. It was not just the BSU on campus, because it wasn't that many Black people there until EOP started, but it was community people, it was sororities, the fraternities, because there was a Black movement, there was a Black conscious movement in the 60s and 68. So everybody was, even though they may have had sororities, fraternities, they were into doing Black things. And so that expanded the power base of the BSU. BSU, there's no membership. It's just, we always say everybody Black is in the BSU, some active and some not. And so anyway, we started the Black Studies program, and a guy named Arthur Jackson out of New York was selected for chair, and he never came. I mean, he accepted the job, but then he resigned. And so the BSU tried to appoint Tony Wilkins, who was the president of the BSU, and was a part of the advisory committee to the Black Studies program, student advisory that they had started, and that was the executive circle of the BSU. The executive circle tried to make Tony Wilkins, who was a student, he hadn't even graduated from college, chair of Black Studies. They used to say he was chair, but he never was hired or anything. So the faculty rebelled and the students rebelled. Even Black students didn't want that to happen. So they, because they wanted somebody academic or somebody that had graduated at least. And so there was a rebellion. So the campus said that that summer of '69 said that they needed to cut the whole program off campus. They locked the doors, kicked the BSU, changed the locks on all the faculty offices because they wouldn't do their faculty evaluations, stopped all the checks. And so Dr. Stephen Horn was appointed the new president. They went through 3 presidents during that, from 68 to 70. They went through three presidents, and so of the university. So Dr. Horn became president. So Jerry Tarkanian and a guy named George Demos told Dr. Horn they needed to meet with me because I was a student leader, and he offered me a position in athletics, Dr. Horn, because I had graduated. You know, I was graduating with honors, and I was a major player in the activism and the athletics at Long Beach State. And so anyway, I told him no, I didn't want to do that. I said, could you point me over Black Studies and let's bring Black Studies back? So he reconstituted the department and made me. I was the first person hired as chair on what he called administrator, because in those days, the only person who could choose a chair was the faculty to a vote or national cert, and they didn't do either one. So they appointed me as administrator with all the chair duties, all the duties of a chair. And so that's how I became the first head of Black Studies of the reconstituted department. The first one didn't have a chair for a semester, whatever. And I was the first. And so from there on, the people accepted it, the students accepted it, the community accepted it. Some of the leaders of the executive circle who had their own agenda didn't accept it. And so there was a little conflict, but I met with them and told them that I would do whatever they wanted and hire everybody back that they had hired or that was hired prior to me becoming chair. And that's what I did, and we moved on, and we grew so fast. And it's still in existence. It changed its name in 2006 or 7 to Africana Studies, but it's Black Studies, and for a program that you initiate in 1970 and it's still in existence. I'm very proud of that history.